pop out the chat so that we can get started. So can everyone hear me? I have it open in another window, but for some reason it's not starting. Just want to make sure that everyone can actually hear me. Yeah, Rahul, I do remember you. Welcome, welcome. I have a bit of a complicated setup right now. I have a separate computer to chat on than the computer I'm looking at right now, or the computer that y'all see right now. There we go. My name is Shashank Kalanathi, and I'm a data analyst working at Nordstrom, and I host this live session Thursday morning U.S. time in order to allow people to ask me the world of analytics. I'm currently on my journey to become a data scientist, and I have a lot of videos on my channel where I teach you the different things you need to know in order to become a data scientist or data analyst. I have a free Python tutorial, a free SQL tutorial, a free Tableau tutorial, and those tutorials themselves probably are probably six to 7 hours of free content that you can watch, and then I have videos where I actually show what I do with my clients as a data analyst consultant. I do at my full-time job because it's a little bit difficult to show that, but I would like to do some videos in the future where I do that, but currently I don't. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hey Farzan Khan, Ruthan Dallas, Ajinkya Yermalkar, Rahul Aladi, great to see you again. Das, great to see you. So let's go ahead and get started with answering the questions. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. And when you leave them in the chat, I can go ahead and answer them. And you might be wondering what's in front of us right now. This is just a video. This is just a Kaggle notebook of the NFL competition they have running right now. If things start to get a little bit slow with the questions, then I'll go ahead and just start programming and we'll see what we can do with that. All right, so let's start with question number 1. So Farzan Khan, hi Shashank, hope you've been doing great. I have a data analyst technical round interview tomorrow. Any tips you can share around how I should drive the interview? So I wish you had got this book sent to me by the author, Ace the Data Science Interview, but there are a lot of questions on data analytics as well. And I'm currently in the process of making a video on this book. So I wish that you had the interview a little bit later and then we could come out with this the video on this book. But I would recommend asking them, what is the technical interview going to be over? So there are things like, you can ask them, is it going to be a SQL interview? Is it going to be a Tableau interview, a Python interview? Because I've had people come into my interviews and then when I ask them to code, and this is going to be in a different language. So I think it's the responsibility. It really, the company should make it clear, but I think you should also ask, just for your own benefit, what is the technical interview? Full name. Are you in the US or are you somewhere else? What would you say to a manager if you wanted to ask for a raise in salary? So what I do whenever I want to ask for a raise in salary is I usually start compiling an Excel spreadsheet of all the projects I've done and the dollar value of every project that I've done. You said a raise, not dollars. You should be producing about $500,000 in value for the company. Now that's just some random rule I've heard. If you don't want to follow that rule, that's perfectly fine. And maybe it changes depending on what country you're in. So for example, if you're in a country with significantly more labor than the US, maybe that number is actually lower because there's just a lot more people. And so if I were you, I'd go ahead and make an Excel spreadsheet, list every project you've done, and one of the things that I did was I automated a process that this manager would run every single month, and that manager would spend analytics as a career has been a solid trajectory for me, and definitely something that I enjoy doing, and I want to spread that to anyone else that may also. All right, so Ajinkya Yermalkar, how do you go about? Oh man, is the stream lagging again? Oh man, this might just be an issue with. Okay, how about this? Let me switch to my phone. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was afraid I would basically not be able to live stream while I was at my parents' house. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. To that. All right, guys, so I'm going to send a link. Okay, so everyone go ahead and access that